Back in April of 2021, I started working on the first version of my DICE deck building roguelike game with the intention of making it my first ever Steam release. Fast forward 4 years, and Ribbit Rogue was released on the playdate to great reception. This doesn't mean that the dream of bringing this game to Steam is done though, as if you saw my last video, I asked if anyone would be interested in this game on PC, and I was met with overwhelming support from people who wanted to play it, so I can't thank you enough for that. Because of that, I can announce that Ribbit Rogue will be coming to Steam, and the page is live right now. So if you're interested or want to support the project, please go and wishlist it. It really helps a lot. So what does moving this game to Steam actually entail? Well, the original was made using Lua and the Playdate SDK, so at the very least, it's going to have to be partially rewritten. Now, if I was doing this the smart way, I would look to port this using Love2D, since that engine also uses Lua and has a lot of similarities that would make things a lot more seamless. But I really wanted to work with an engine that has a visual editor again. Before I started working on Playdate games 4 years ago, I was working with Unity. So I know that engine, and I'm sure that they've had time to progress it, and they've added a lot of cool new... Alright, so maybe things haven't gone so great for Unity lately. So what else is out there? Well, there is Godot, and I actually messed around with it a bit back at the beginning of the year when Ribbit Rogue was finished and waiting to be released. I made a couple of different prototypes and game jams to see what all the buzz was about. It definitely took a bit of time to get used to the node and signal systems, but once it clicked, I really came to love the way Godot handles things. Honestly, more than all the issues Unity's had recently, I think the sheer bloat that it has is the biggest thing that turned me away. After working with something as simple as a Playdate, I really didn't want to go back to an engine that just is overly complicated and slow for things that I need to do. Porting the game, the first thing I had to do was determine how I was going to handle the visuals. I love the aesthetic of the 1-bit art on the Playdate screen, but when blown up to a normal monitor size, I just don't think it's as engaging. So I made the decision to bring some color into the world, and I'm really happy with it. I think it looks really good. Because all the art was made for a 1-bit style, then colored after, I think it created a more unique style, and I don't think I would have landed on it otherwise. Now, I did get some comments on the last video from people who liked the 1-bit art and wanted it to stay that way, so I made a shader to make sure that if you want it that way, you can always go back to the original look. At this point, I've gotten close to having most things that were in the original game functional. I still need to add polish to things, and progress has been pretty fast so far, but there's still a lot to do. That being said, this will not be a 1-to-1 port. If you played the original, you'll be happy to hear the Steam version will have new dice, relics, abilities, enemies, bosses, events, and map locations, so there's a lot to look forward to, and I'll be revealing a lot of that new stuff in the future. In the coming months, I'll be looking to put out a playtest, so if you're interested in taking part in that, go check out the Discord in the description so you can get notified when the time comes. And again, please go wishlist the game on Steam and stay tuned for more information in the future.